Well, good evening, everybody. So, I just want to start this by saying I apologize for my really down. I can't apologize for it because that's just how I felt, y'all. Yesterday and the day before were really super hard on me. I was feeling a little hopeless. I was feeling like this was never going to end. Just it just everything hit me all at once and kind of overwhelmed me. And it was just a really hard couple of days. So forgive me for seeming hopeless. I mean, I'm human. What can I say? It's been a long road, and this has been really hard on me. And doing my best to deal with it. Sometimes moment by moment, which is what I'm learning. I have to do in this situation, moment by moment, because anything more than that sometimes is just too much. This is a really a really hard situation. What I'm facing is it's very difficult, and I can't think of too many people who would have made it this far and still had their faculties about them. So I'm proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself for the way that I've handled this and the way that I've come through this. And I will be victorious. You can count on it. It's promised by God. I will be victorious. So, that being said, moving on. Um, this is just a lot of random stuff tonight, y'all. I saw an article about people focusing on what Jesus looked like, and it's like causing tension. Get off the bed, girlfriend. It's like causing tension between people, and it just kind of puts me beside myself when I see and I hear things like that because I mean, first of all, you're losing the whole focus of Jesus in the first place if you're fighting about what he looked like. How about let's not focus on what he looked like? How about let's focus on what he did and who he was and what he was all about? How about that? Because I think that means more than what he looked like. I'm sure he was handsome. Enough said. Animals. Um, Animal testing. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love animals. And they have beagles, dogs, which that's ending in some cases. But they have animals that they do testing on, like shampoos and hairsprays and things like that. They test on animals. They spray the hairspray in these poor dogs' eyes daily, sometimes several times a day, and monitor what happens to these dogs. Okay, well, first of all, how many people are going to spray hairspray in their eyes on a daily basis that way? Okay. You might get it in your eyes a little bit when you spray, but you should keep your eyes closed. We're more intelligent than that, I'd like to think. Um, Causing these animals needless pain and suffering when you already know that the ingredients that you're putting in this crap is already toxic and already going to do harm. So, what is the point of spraying it in a poor dog's eyes and doing animal testing on animals? Of course, it's going to hurt them. Of course, it's going to cause blindness. Of course, it's going to cause all kinds of issues. Do we really need to be spending our money on stuff like that? when it's already known that the ingredients that they put in this crap is stuff that can cause cancer, that can cause blindness, that can cause issues? Is it really something that we need to be spending our time and our money on? No, I don't think so. And harming animals in the process. Don't even get me started. Mm. Animals, children, and elderly are the three things that I can't handle people harming or hurting those three things. And now that I've said that, I'm sure that all of these jack-offs that are doing what they're doing to me are going to find a way to make that something to hurt me with, because that's these kind of people are. They're just icky, disgusting human beings. At this point, I don't even know if I'd call them human beings. At least they don't deserve the title. So my mother paid a physician who never laid eyes on me, a doctor that I've never seen ever, never been to this doctor. My mother paid him to give me a mental disability diagnosis. I'm fairly certain this doctor is someone who works where she works. Authorities, you know where she works. Where I used to work, in Grand Junction, Colorado. The last job I had before I left for Tennessee. So my family, not only did they mentally, physically, psychologically abuse me, but they're financially abusing me. So there we go. We have that too. And the past couple of days, my whole thing in the beginning of this video, one of the things that I've been feeling like is like a prisoner. And I am a free human being in the United States, but I feel like a prisoner because I'm being hunted. I'm being haunted. My rights have been taken away from me. I'm fearful of going somewhere for the fear of somebody trying to hurt me, physically hurt me. I feel like a prisoner. And I didn't do a damn thing wrong. The only thing I did wrong is there are people who actually loved me and cared about me and wanted to make sure that I was taken care of in my life. And these other people in my life can't freaking handle that. So they decided they were going to make all of these plans and plots to kill me. But yet I'm the one that's being that feels like a prisoner. They're taking away my rights, my constitutional rights, my civil rights. And I'm going to keep saying that because it's true. And I will absolutely, positively, without a doubt, 100% press charges. And there is not going to be any, oh, feel sorry for me because I didn't mean it. I was under magic spells when I was doing these things. You know what? Screw you all. Screw you all. Every last one of you. I will be pressing charges. So don't call me whining and crying about how I should just be so, forgiving. Yes, I'll be forgiving. You can count on I'll be forgiving, but that's for me. That's not for you. That's for me. I will be pressing charges. Count on it. Count on it. So another thing that I would like to go on a little rant about is our veterans. I met this beautiful couple today. I wish I had been staying in the same place that I've been staying. I wish I had more time. But I met this beautiful couple, and he's a veteran, and he has a disability, but he doesn't. It doesn't seem like he lets that stop him from doing anything. But they're living in a hotel, and waiting. They don't. He said that they don't. The government doesn't help with housing for veterans. I'm not entirely sure how all of that works. All I know is how shameful that seems. It seems very shameful that a veteran who fought for my rights and the rights of everybody in the United States doesn't have a home. That's disgraceful. It's disgusting. And it shouldn't be allowed. If you fight for our country, then our country should take care of you. If you fight for our country, you should at least, very minimum, have a home. We really need to do better, y'all. We really need to do better. So my ex is in Colorado. Colorado Springs, I think he is right now. On his way here to hurt me because him and my doppelganger, who, by the way, my hair isn't pink anymore, you dumb broad. Who I forgot what I was gonna say because that kind of felt good. I'm not even gonna lie, that kind of felt good. Sorry, but it did. I really wanted to say something more than that, but I'm not going to let him take me out of that much of a character. But, I mean, given everything that I've been through, I think that's pretty good maintaining myself, honestly. I'm proud of me right now. He's in Colorado Springs. On his way here, they were lying in bed last night talking about how they needed to take me out, how they were going to do this. And his response was, well, don't worry about it. I got a plan. Well, every other plan that you've tried has failed, and so will this one, Tommy. There's a lot of spiritual injuries with a lot of people involved in this right now. A lot of spiritual injuries. Tommy and my mother are siblings. That's what Spirit is telling me. My mother and Tommy are siblings. My biological father is still alive. I think I talked about that once before. This Pierce guy is not my biological father, is what I'm being told. What I've been told my whole life, the lie I've been told my whole life. My whole life has been a lie, y'all. Everything that I ever thought, everything I ever knew has been nothing but a lie. My ex-husband David is in a hotel in Arizona, I believe at Patagonia Lake. He is the one who is contemplating suicide. There is a practitioner, a black magic practitioner that tried to do, or that not tried, that did black magic on me yesterday during the Super Bowl. Confirmation. Here I am, still here. This is, Spirit is telling me that this is coming really close to ending, that things are coming out, truths are being spoken, people are reaping karma in a way that now there is no denying that it is completely and totally associated with what they've done to me. They cannot deny it anymore, that their karma is a direct cause of everything that they have done to me. They are now believers in ancestors and the Most High God and Jesus Christ, my big brother. It's coming to a close, y'all. I just got to hang in there for just a little bit longer. Pray for me. Pray for me to be strong. Pray for me for just for this to just end well for me. I mean, I know it's going to, but it certainly couldn't hurt to have extra prayers. You know what I'm saying? All right, Joe. Um, I really want to address my children. My children have been lied to so much in the past, 6 months that they don't know what to think and they don't know what to believe. And although I understand that, I don't understand it at the same time. This is so hard for me, y'all, because my kids and my grandkids are the world to me. They are my world. I love them so much. They have no idea. They have no idea. I am incredibly hurt and extremely disappointed in the fact that my whole life I have done nothing but tell them the truth. I am a truth teller. I always have been. And that's one of the things that my mother, especially my mother, hates about me, that I would never lie for her, on her. I would never let her get away. I wasn't like the rest of the family. I held her accountable and I called her out on her lies. But I was the only one who did. Everybody else was like, oh, Grandma Sandy's crazy. Just, it's okay. Just, how she is. She's just crazy. Well, she's knucking futz, lady. You guys, seriously, she's a murderer. Okay? What more do you need? Anyhow. I have always told my children the truth. Even if it made me look bad, I was always truthful with my children. And now, in the past 6 months, people that they never knew existed, that they had never met prior to this situation, that have only been in their lives for a very short period of time, walk in and start spouting off all of these things to them, and they're believing everything that these people say, where I have spent an entire freaking lifetime, their lifetime, my kids' lifetime, telling them the truth, regardless of how it made me look, regardless of how bad I made myself look. I still told them the truth. And now these people walk in only knowing them for 6 months, and my children start believing every damn thing that these people have to say. Well, all I have to say to my girls is I am incredibly disappointed in the fact that you don't trust me enough to think that I'm worthy enough, first of all, that I am worthy enough to be an angel of God. Second of all, that you don't believe in me. That you don't believe in me. I was really, really angry in the very beginning of all of this. I was really super angry because I thought, how dare you? I've always been there for you. I've come through for you. I drove with a broken knee for over 12 hours to get to my daughter when her fiance was killed. With a broken knee. I go through the absolute worst thing I've ever been through in my life, and neither one of my kids were there for me. Neither one of them. And I was mad. I was mad. I was hurt. I was pissed off. I was angry. I'm never speaking to them again. But they're my kids and I love them. And I understand where they're coming from. I really do. But then I don't. Because regardless of how insane something may have sounded. If they had come to me with something like this, I would have never walked away. I would have never left them alone. I would have never let them go through something so horrible by themselves. Even if it was something that really was a mental issue, I would still have never let them go through anything by themselves. And the fact that you walked away from me and the fact that you turned your backs on me really hurts me, and I am incredibly, incredibly disappointed in both of you. But I also know. All right, that's it, you two. Off the bed. Good Lord have mercy. Those cats, I'm telling you what. I also know that God needed me to do this by myself. Because I had to believe in myself. Without anybody else believing in me, without anybody else doing anything, I had to learn to believe in myself. And I believe this is the only way that would have happened, was for me to go through this by myself. So as disappointed as I am and as angry as I was, I also know and understand that this wasn't happening to me. This was happening for me. Because my gifts have really started shining. And that probably, not probably, that wouldn't have happened if I had had other people that I could have leaned on, that would have let me lean on them. So I know that as hard as this has been, and as lonely as this has been, and as alone as I've felt through all of this for a large part of it, I know that it was in my best interest and for my own good. I still am hurt by the fact that my children turned their backs on me and believed people that they've only known for a very short time over believing me. That sucks. And that hurts. But I still love you with all my heart and all my soul. I always will. And that's a fact. So, before I start bawling like a baby, too late. Just know, everybody, that I love you all so very much. I love you all so much. Everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Love each other. Love yourselves. And I love you. Catch you later.